I'm Tracy Grimshaw. Welcome to A Current Affair. Tonight, Jeremy Clarkson gets all revved up over those who've labelled him a sex symbol. First to one of the most talked about TV shows on the planet. Each week, more than 300 million people tune in to watch a trio of Englishmen discuss their passion for four wheels. It's a mixture of adventure, comedy and drama as Jeremy, Richard and James entertain their fans and infuriate their critics. I caught up with the longest serving member of the team, Jeremy Clarkson, earlier today.
What's the secret of Top Gear's success? I just say a massive budget. The notion that I'm a sex symbol is, I'm afraid, laughable.
Did you shrink the man in the car behind? Did you shrink that man, Gypsy?
They just said global warming, didn't they? Look at their faces.
Are they horrified? He's Top Gear's top dog, one of the most recognised television stars in the world. But Jeremy Clarkson is refreshingly down to earth, especially when he's nursing a rock star hangover.
Slightly don't know what time of day it is, but yes.
I'm told you had a big night last night.
Yes. There's no other way of describing it. Massive.
What on earth did you do to yourself?
Well, we played beach cricket with AC/DC, and or is it Mark Nicholas, the cricket commentator, was actually commentating. So Top Gear versus AC/DC with a proper cricket commentator was a good night.
Now see, that's when you know you've made it, when you get to play beach cricket with AC/DC.
I know. Kept looking up thinking, that's not real, is it? But it was.
The Top Gear team are here for their live show, which is about to wow Australian audiences. It's a chaotic mix of sexy cars, crazy stunts, and of course lots of laughs. What have you got in store for us with this show?
The live show, well, everything blows up. And there's a lot of cars, obviously. The Stig will drive upside down, burning rally cars. I'll be killed. We'll try to rein James's boredom in. So it's much the same as it is on TV, only live.
Your job, I think you'd have to say, is probably every bloke's fantasy. Is it what you dreamed of doing when you were a little boy?
No. I've never had an ambition ever. I don't think ambitions are a good idea. Because if you have an ambition, you either achieve it, in which case, so what, or you don't, in which case you live a life of misery. So it's best never to have an ambition and just take every day as it comes. I think that's probably the best. And then look where you end up, in Australia.
So did you never want to be anything when you were a little kid?
I quite wanted to be an astronaut or king or a rock star, and none of those things were actually ever going to happen.
There's probably a little bit of astronaut and rock star in what you're doing now, though, do you think?
It's fantastic, it really is. I can't tell you what it's like to be utterly talentless, but on a rock tour.
Every morning, I come out of the house, I say to myself, it's going to be okay, there's going to be no traffic.
Back in 1988, Jeremy Clarkson was a fresh-faced presenter on a little BBC show called Top Gear. Little did he know the phenomenon it would become. When did the rev head thing bite with you?
It never did, really. When I was at journalism college, and one of the kids on a local paper, there were block release courses we had to go on in order to qualify. He turned up one day with a brand new Lancia. I said, well, we're only about 18. I said, where do you get that from? He said, great gig. Just do a little piece in your local paper about cars, you get a free car every week. And I just thought, well, I can do that. And here we are.
Do you know what the secret is of Top Gear? Do you know why it's so phenomenally successful? 3
middle-aged men falling over with an occasional car drifting by in the back of shot. Oh, was that a car? Yes, that was a car. But that's really all it is. It's three reasonably intelligent people pretending to be daft. I think that's probably what it is.
See, I think it's a show about what men do in their sheds and what men do in their heads in their sheds.
Girls have said to me, do you really think like that? Do you really think, I wonder if we can put a Reliant Robin into space, or I wonder if we could drive a pickup truck to the North Pole or across the English Channel? And you sit and you go, yeah, pretty much. I don't really think about how to solve the Middle East crisis or whether to buy an extra box of cereal and have we got any loo roll in the downstairs cupboard or anything useful. It's just, I wonder if you could drive across the Andes in a car that's 30 years old.
What do you think is the show's appeal to women? Because, I mean, not only is the show a global phenomenon, you are all superstars. You're a superstar, a sex symbol in some quarters, dare I say. What do you think that's all about?
Well, it really isn't that. I mean, the show's appeal with women, interestingly, I think if you have a son, somebody's son, this is perhaps less so in Australia, I don't know. But if you have the son, say, oh, his Top Gear's on tonight, I'd like to see that, it's got fast cars in it, great, that's fantastic. Then father thinks, actually, I don't mind, because all men, I always maintain, are really, doesn't matter how old they are, they're all 8. We're all 8 inside. So I'll watch that as well. And then teenage daughter, whatever, will think, quite fancy Richard Hammond, because he wears nice clothes and he's got big puppy dog eyes. So I'll watch as well. And then mother walks in and thinks, God, the whole family is actually doing something together. I don't care what rubbish it is, I'll join in. So you do tend to get a family audience. The notion that I'm a sex symbol is, I'm afraid, laughable, because I'm very fat, going quite bald on the back, hideous skin disease, and, as was pointed out the other day, diarrhea. But I haven't got that anymore, so that's one, I'm going better in that way.
You've obviously addressed your diet.
I don't have diarrhea, so that's the only reason I'm a sex symbol, is because I, right now, don't have diarrhea.
That's fantastic.
Good.
Thanks for the exclusive.
That's all right. No, I'm working well. Everything's working well.